Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're watching the most complicated football league in the world. I guess they're talking about the Belgian league because I've heard that their league is very kind of hard to understand. It is by Tito Football. Let's watch it. Let's see how complicated it is.
Take a look at this table. At first glance, it doesn't seem to make much sense. Firstly, Club Brugge's tally of 21 wins and 12 draws doesn't equate to 50 points. Secondly, Union Saint-Gilloise have a better record than Club Brugge, so why aren't they top? And finally, why do relegated RVDM only have 7 fewer points than Cercle Brugge, who qualified for the Europa League? Welcome to the Belgian Pro League. It's broken, but they might just be about to fix it. Belgium's issues began in the summer of 2009, when its league football faced a crossroads. In the 1970s and 80s, Belgian teams had done relatively well in European competitions, but in the late 90s and 2000s, performances had started to decline, and the country slipped to 14th in UEFA's coefficient rankings, a ranking system used to determine Europe's best football leagues. The country's big teams decided that the reason for this was that they were playing too many low-quality games. They felt they weren't learning enough from games against the smaller teams in the Belgian Pro League, and that this was making the competition less appealing to good foreign players. So, to counteract this, they came up with a system that would in theory see the biggest teams play each other more often, the playoff format. And the result of this is one of the strangest league systems in the world. Now, the league has had various different setups since 2009, but we'll do our best to explain the current one, and you'll have to bear with us because it is complicated. Now, the Belgian Pro League starts with a regular season, where the 16 teams play each other home and away. This bit is relatively ordinary, except that if 2 teams finish on the same number of points, then the team who finishes higher in the league is decided by the number of wins, before going down to goal difference. This is why Cercle Brugge finished above Genk in the 23-24 season, despite having a lower goal difference, and why Genk finished above Ghent. Then the league splits into 3 playoffs. The top 6 teams enter the Championship group, the middle 6 enter the Conference League playoff group, and the bottom 4 enter the relegation round. The Championship group play each other home and away once more for the chance to win the title, but not before having their points tally cut in half. So for example, Union Saint-Gilloise went from 70 to 35 points. Now if a team has an odd number of points, their total is rounded up. So Cercle Brugge and Genk began the playoffs on 24 points. They do this because in theory it inserts more excitement into the competition. If Anderlecht were 20 points ahead before this stage, for example, they're only 10 ahead now. But the same division occurs in the Conference League playoff, but it doesn't in the relegation round. It's not completely evident why, perhaps because it feels a bit more unfair, but it does explain why Charleroi ended up with a points tally that seems like it should have been enough to get them into the Europa League.
Yeah.
And from here on out you'd think it would be relatively straightforward, but it isn't. For example, take a look at this table going into the final day of last season's Championship playoff. It looks as though Club Brugge have wrapped up the league, because they've got a 3-point lead over Union Saint-Gilloise and Anderlecht, and they have more wins and a better goal difference than both. But the league isn't done yet, and that's because the first differentiator between teams at this stage is whether or not their points tally from the regular season was rounded up after it was cut in half. Club Brugge had 51 points originally, so they started the playoff with a rounded up tally of 26. That meant that if Union Saint-Gilloise won on the final day and Club Brugge lost, then they would have leapfrogged them to win the league. Anderlecht had also had their tally rounded up, but they still stood a chance of winning too, despite their inferior goal difference. That is because the second decider at the playoff stage is a team's final position in the regular season. Anderlecht had come second and Club Brugge had come fourth, so if Union Saint-Gilloise had lost too, then Anderlecht could have won the league. As it was, Club Brugge held on to win the title and earned an automatic.
Honestly, I am already confused and I think I need to watch it once again to understand.
Spot in the Champions League league phase. Union Saint-Gilloise got into the Champions League qualifiers by finishing second, while Anderlecht and Cercle Brugge progressed to the Europa League qualifiers. 5th placed Genk then faced off against Ghent, who'd won the Conference League playoff group in a one-off match to decide who qualified for the Europa Conference League. While Antwerp, who'd finished 3rd in the regular season, did not get a shot at European football at all. So it's safe to say that the format has been controversial. Many feel that the playoffs are unfair. Union Saint-Gilloise have finished top of the regular season for 2 out of the past 3 years, but are yet to win a league title. And there have been several attempts to oust the playoff format too. After its first season, a majority of the then 18 top-flight sides voted to return to a regular league system. But as with most things in Belgian football, it wasn't that simple. When it comes to making decisions over the Pro League, the G5, who are the top 5 clubs based on performances over the past 5 seasons, have double the voting rights at council meetings. Given that the current system increases their chances of obtaining European football and the money that comes with it, understandably most have been reluctant to vote the playoff system out despite its unpopularity. But now things are set to change. A vote taken in February 2025 has confirmed that the Belgian Pro League will be switching to an 18-team round-robin league without playoffs from the 26-27 season. A new TV deal with DAZN has helped this, although the proposed changes only passed narrowly at the Pro League General Assembly, securing 34 votes, just above the required minimum of 33 out of 49. The system is far from perfect, but there is a hope that this will finally see one of the most bizarre league systems in Europe resolve itself. However, with so many tweaks over the past decade, don't rule out a whole new proposal in a few years' time. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. The Athletic is home to some of the world's best sports journalists, including David Ornstein, Daniel Taylor, Ollie Kay, Amy Lawrence and James Horncastle. With the latest transfer news and insight on every Premier League football story that matters, theathletic.com puts you inside football, and you can try it for free now for 30 days. See the link in the description.
Yeah, definitely check out the video on your own and give them a like. It was very interesting. Yeah, I think that is the most complicated league I know and I have seen. What do you think? Do you think they should have kept that way of playing, or do you think they have done the right thing by deciding to switch into regular league type kind of shit? Yeah, to be honest, I didn't fully understand how it worked. It was so complex and so complicated for me. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.